Hey, you guys. Nice to see you again. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So I have a really horribly printed pitch page because my printer's running out of ink. But you guys, I have this all put together of testimonials and my story and then interview topics. This is so amazing. So let me share this with you. My name is Lauren Cercione. I am a 20-year fitness professional. I am an energy teacher and speaker. Before I learned how the tools within worked, I don't have this memorized yet, even though this is like my story. It's not memorized. Before I learned how the tools within worked, I was in chronic pain and inflammation, and my dream body eluded me. I felt disconnected, anxious, and angry. Most of my energy was spent proving myself to other people. It wasn't until my breaking point in 2010 when binge eating stopped soothing my pain that I committed myself to finding and learning how the tools within work. The tools within are the brain, heart, and lungs. These three organs have physical and spiritual/energetic functions. When used simultaneously for both purposes, the physical human person connects with their soul in deep and profound ways. As a result of the methods I share in my 5-minute daily riffs, free guided meditations, coaching programs, and master classes, I've eliminated my chronic pain and inflammation. I've lost over 25 pounds and continue enhancing my physical appearance. And if you're catching this for the first time, I want to share with you some of the things, especially if you have a podcast or if you have a YouTube channel or if you have a coaching program, what I can share with your community. Check this out. Like, I can't even believe it myself. So these are the interview topics. What the tools within are, the brain, heart, and lungs, and how they function physically, energetically, and spiritually. How the tools within, I don't know why I keep doing this, the tools within relate to, are you ready for this? Quantum physics, the law of attraction, identity, ego, and soul, divine, masculine, feminine, and child. How the root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra directly relate to the unconscious, subconscious, and conscious minds. How to discover negative emotions/energy within the body that cause the diagnosis, illness, or injury. What the mind body is and how to marry the two. Hey, Noah. How the energetic light body positively or negatively impacts health and attraction. And then how the biological human body positively or negatively impacts soul. You're right on time. Oh my gosh. You let me know if you want to come on here too. That would be super fun after you listen. Oh my God. Yes. Can we please? Okay. So what this is I have a 100+ page document on Google Docs of things that I've compiled in my healing process, and think like conclusions, research, and then channeling from my soul. So the things that on that deep and profound level that I connected to. So we are going to have a 5-minute riff on one of these topics. There's 18 in here that I started with. I think this is number 6 today. So I'm just pulling something out. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay. So Noah, if you're going to stay on, pay attention so that if you want to come on camera, we can riff about it after my 5 minutes. Okay. So what it says is experiential knowledge of the law of attraction helps remain objective to human experience. Okay. I know exactly why I wrote this topic. Okay, hang on. All right, 5 minutes on. Experiential knowledge of the law of attraction helps remain objective to human experience. So a lot of times when people are, especially if you have white skin, and you talk about having an objective point of view, you're kind of like ostracized, or like your opinion doesn't matter, or it's a way that you can have white privilege. But we are in a huge multidimensional universe, and we are in Maya. We are in the illusion. We are in the reality that is created by the laws of the universe, with sentient beings having a brain, having a heart, and having lungs that regulate the experience. Because what your breathing does is it tells your heart, like, oh shit, get the fuck out of the way, there's a bunch of stress. Or it tells your heart, hey, we're cool, we're at peace. And so whatever your lungs are doing to magnify the breath, then the heart is either going to go into rapid beats, or it's going to be in slow, coherent beats. Well, whatever your heart is doing, because it's simultaneous, an energetic function and a physical function, the signal that the heart sends out is going to affect what the brain can think. if you think back to some of the things that Joe Dispenza says, he says, you cannot think greater than your emotions. And what that means is if you don't regulate your emotions and allow yourself to get so overwhelmed with stress, because of how the vibrations and the frequency works within quantum physics that goes into this universal law of attraction that everybody thinks is just to get the relationship, the car, or the house, or the cash, the vibrations and the frequencies have to do with the energetic emotional state of the heart, and has to do with how the mind can think. So if the energetic state of the heart and physical state of the heart is under stress and in low vibration, so stress feelings, fear, anger, frustration, feeling a sense of loss, those are going to lower the frequencies or lower the vibration of where your body energetically is in the field, because this multidimensional universe is all together. It's not in levels to where like you go up. It's what you have access to within, like a web. So if you have a low state because you are so having a subjective experience as a human, not an objective one, you are lowering the information that the brain has access to. So that means your brain can only think thoughts that say, get out of the way fast, get rid of this feeling fast. So if we're thinking about this as a fight, flight, hide of danger, if we're about to step onto a curve and we have the rapid heartbeat because we see a bus coming or we see a car that's not paying attention, we are going to react quickly to get our body out of danger, because all the brain needs to know from the heart signal is get the fuck out of the way. When we are living in the get the fuck out of the way state all the time, but we're in environments where we have to use our brain and our intelligence to work on a computer and deal with customers and clients, if you are in the get the fuck out of the way and get rid of this feeling, right? If it's get the fuck out of the way from something out there or get rid of this feeling that I'm having inside, we are going to do whatever habit we do to get rid of that feeling, and then we are going to behave in a way that is like just to get the job done quick and get out of this interaction. So when we are so subjective to our personal human experience and we allow our emotions to take over, we are screwed. And so when you can remain objective to say, I am a soul having a human experience, and there are things that I am learning that I cannot control, that when I grow in wisdom, I recognize the times in my life where I have grown in wisdom. So that must mean that if I can look at this experience that's really terrible right now as a thing for my soul growth, then you start to have these blissful sensations in your body, and then these new ideas that are creative and solution thoughts, because you have raised the frequency. You've raised where your brain is in this dimension to assimilate to higher dimensional thoughts. And so if we think about having a high self and we think about having the ego, like a low self, if we think that we have a soul and then we're connected to a soul family with an oversoul, and then if we think about how we have God the Mother, God the Father, and then we have like a God that supersedes over all of the universes, not just this one Godhead for this universe of love that we're in the Milky Way, or whatever we call this universe. When we can get up that high, this experience becomes the extraordinary experience that we get to use the law of attraction. And the experientialness of it is that we recognize, oh shit, when I let my emotions take over in a low state, I can see how things start to duplicate and manifest over and over again negatively. That must mean by this experience, because you're remaining objective to the experience, you can use the law of attraction to your favor, because you understand that your breath regulates the heart, that your heart regulates what the brain can think, and that's how you create your reality. So we went over a little bit. Noah, if you're here, do you want to riff on it too? You can't text me. Oh yeah, you wouldn't text me because you're on the app too. Oh, I guess if you were on your laptop. So I know there's a delay, so I guess like 10 more seconds, or I'll close it out, and then if you decide that you want to come on, you let me know. There's like some button that you're supposed to push to request to come on. Okay, so what do I need to tell you about? Go to my website, because with all the guided meditations, I'm giving you Q&A. Oh, okay, so no, I can't right now. Q&As where we're in a Facebook group, and whatever guided meditation that you use, it has a Q&A associated with it, so that you can, like, you're working. A guided meditation with it, so that the guided meditation comes with Q&As. The Q&As you purchase. The guided meditations are free. They're on YouTube and they're on Instagram. Sometimes I put them up onto Facebook. And so the Q&A is there for you, so that, like, when you go and do the work, and then you go and do the exercises that I tell you to do to reprogram your body and raise your light body, reprogram your genetic body and raise your energetic body, if you get stuck, that's what the Q&As are for, so I can help you with that. All right, bye. Noah, I'm so glad you were here. Your energy definitely added to the equation. Love you. Bye.